Real quick announcement before we get into the podcast. Currently, you're either listening to us on Spotify or something, or you're watching us on YouTube, and that's great, but we also have different platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and we also have a Reddit page, which I highly suggest you join. Also, if you're a student interested in the podcast and would like to either help out as like crew, or if you would like to be on an episode maybe as a guest, we have a Google Forms application sheet. We also have a Google form for coffee versus tea, and it only takes about 10 minutes, so I would highly suggest you do that after you finish watching this episode of the podcast. If any of those things sounds interesting to you, go into our description and you can find all the links to those things there. Alright, that's all I gotta say. Enjoy the episode. Also, I forgot to say this in the middle of recording this, but our cameras kept deciding not to work today, so every so often they're gonna look like they're out of focus, but don't worry, they're all gonna focus back up eventually. Sorry about the inconvenience. Okay, enjoy the episode. Steven, will you put your microphone on this side?
Yes. Like this?
Like on this side, because you're not gonna be talking that way, you're gonna be talking this way.
This way? Right here?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Make sure your mic is like close as possible to your
Right
mouth.
here.
Yes. That's yeah. Okay.
Okay, ready.
Hold on, that sounded like that one song. What, like, Don't Go
Softball,
Insane?
baseball, and track.
What?
Which one?
The song?
I don't. What song? There's
Don't Go
many.
Insane?
Don't go. I've never heard that song.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like that'd be the title, though.
Don't go insane.
I'm hyperventilating.
Spring.
Welcome to Coffee Talk Podcast. So we got some more coffees and teas. Would you like to try yours first, Steve, with the weave?
I definitely would.
That one's a
It's
very
a tea.
interesting color.
It's a tiger blood tea. I think we already
It
had
is
this
tiger.
one.
Tastes pretty well. Same as it did last time.
It did. Do you remember what you rated it? I think it was like a 7.
It was a 10.
A 10?
It was
You rated it a 10?
definitely a
Okay.
10.
I do
I
not
don't
It was
remember
a
remember that.
10.
Okay, and we both have salted caramel. I think the first time we had normal caramel, but we have salted this time. This is one of my favorite flavors. 9 out of 10.
It's so
Easy.
good. 9.5.
Okay.
I have
You know
a
what?
question.
9.6.
9.7.
9.65.
10.
Whoa. Whoa. She rose the bar really high on that
Okay,
one.
I'll stay at 9.65. I think that's a good score.
I have
for
a
it.
question for our coffee drinkers.
Okay.
Because I don't drink coffee, so what's the difference between regular and salted caramel?
Salted caramel has like a saltiness to it.
It's
Caramel.
salty.
is
Oh,
just
okay,
straight
okay, so
sweet.
it's in the name.
Almost
Okay.
like
Salty.
it says salt
Okay.
in the name.
It's sweet and salty mixed
Mhm.
together.
So I forgot to tell Miss Johnson, but you were gone, with
Mhm.
some in Washington D.C. with the IRS and the
Uh-huh.
what was it?
Help-
Tax
Helping
evasion.
some
Yeah.
organization.
Some organization, yeah. I think it was the CIA. Do you
That's
know
the
what
one.
it
Mhm.
was? Because there was some kind of disease, I think, right? Wasn't it?
I think
Wait,
that's what it
some
was.
kind of like plague or something. What was going on in Washington?
I was committing tax evasion.
No, but you were partnering
No,
with them.
wait.
Should we post this? He
No.
just admitted to it.
You just did.
I know I just admitted
Clip
to it.
that.
It's gonna get
clip
caught.
that.
They're gonna come
Clip it.
arrest him
But where
now.
did
This
where
is
did
gonna
the
be
disease
put in
come
your
from?
case.
We don't know. You called me and said there's a disease.
Did I?
Yeah,
you
you
did.
said
I
there
will
was an
literally
outbreak.
Pull up the video. I'll pull up the podcast right now.
Comes with them.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
what happened?
Can I see?
What was that?
Yeah. I wasn't even in the last shot. How did I get back here?
Oh, I don't know. How did we get? Where are
We
we?
were just in the library. Where's Steven? Hold on, wait. I'm getting a call. Hello? Steven? What? Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, yeah, bye.
What happened? Where is he?
He said something about the FBI or the IRS is back after him again.
He's still on the run.
I don't know. He said like he had to help them with something. So like he partnered up with them,
They're
I guess.
teaming up now.
They're teaming up, yeah. And said something about some kind of outbreak in France. Oh, it was
Oh,
France, not
France.
Washington D.C.
That's kind of classified, so I can't really talk about
okay.
that.
Oh, so you're admitted
Yeah.
to it.
Is it better or is it getting worse?
No comment.
Are we allowed to know what the
no,
outbreak
we need
was?
to know. Or you're fired.
That's better than being arrested.
You already admitted to it. There's no going
Yeah,
back
you already
now.
admitted to
Well,
tax
I guess that's
evasion, so what's
true.
worse?
More tax evasion.
Still, though, I'm sorry.
Still, can you give us any detail? This is going to make for a very juicy episode if you could tell us.
There's not much I can say. I'm sorry.
Well, that's not very exciting.
Anyways.
No, anyways.
No.
Yes.
No, anyways.
Spill the
Jackson, you're
beans.
everywhere. Where was he?
I am.
What was it?
So he was in France, right?
hmm
He was in some underground tunnels. I was there.
Really?
You don't remember this?
Come on,
Steven,
man.
is this true?
Maybe
were
the
there.
dementia's kicking in.
The
The plague is
dementia.
getting
Yeah.
him. It's eating away at his brain
my
slowly.
brain.
Was
What
it a
plague is
mind
it?
altering?
I just don't remember.
bubonic.
How do you not
plague.
remember?
It's probably eating away at me right now.
You
The
know what
disease-
I hope
probably
it's not
happened?
contagious.
You're diseased.
Or
Why are you screaming?
government wiped his memory.
Whoa,
Oh,
that's true.
They didn't want him to
Why
tell.
didn't we talk about that in the conspiracy?
the
episode?
government.
That would have been a very good idea.
What conspiracy theory episode?
What?
The one that already
What are you
came
talking
out? The one you posted?
I don't remember this.
Did it get you too?
No, I'm playing.
I hope it's not contagious.
Hope?
I
Weren't you the
hope.
one helping?
How are you gonna
It's like
help
I
with
said,
something
it's
you don't
it's
know
getting
about?
to me.
So there's some kind of plague going on in France that you won't tell us about or you don't remember.
I don't remember.
But there is a lot of local news now.
There
Or There's always local news, but would you like to tell our lovely viewers a little bit about what's going on?
Absolutely. Lots happening at the school right now. A lot has happened. It's a very busy day. Not day. It's not a day.
Busy time
Very
of
busy
year.
time. Yeah.
Busy season.
Season.
So baseball and softball have both started in district. We had our first district opening game during spring break that Monday. Sadly, we did not win, but it's okay. It was a really good game still. Tennis tournaments have started for Steven and Isabel back there.
Yep.
How are those going, Steven?
Well, actually, we're not even halfway through the tennis season yet. We've only completed about 4 tournaments, and all of them have done pretty well. I think by the time we get to district, we'll be pretty well prepared.
Nice.
So,
Isabel, do you agree with that? She said yes.
She said yes with a
Okay.
thumbs up.
Something really cool. One act play. Steven again
Oh,
and
yeah.
Cohen.
My man.
They performed in front of us. Y'all got 4th place
yep,
Yes, we did.
in competitions.
4 out of 5.
that's right.
How did that go?
It didn't actually go bad. It went very
yeah.
well.
I
From
think
what
we
I've
performed
heard,
pretty
it was
well.
A tough
think-
competition.
There were some very good plays.
I have one more conspiracy though.
Oh, what is it?
It was rigged.
Rigged.
It probably was
So,
rigged.
I think
I can believe
By
that.
who?
Steven.
Me.
By Steven?
Why would
Rigged
I
it.
sabotage our own play?
Good point. I didn't think of
Thank
that.
you. Thank you. We can already debunk that conspiracy.
You literally just said I agree.
I was on board until you mentioned my name. What?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Continue.
Anyways.
It went very well. Yes.
hmm
Well, good. I'm very proud of y'all. It was such a
Thanks.
good play. Y'all performed it for us, and I was.
Did you cry?
I almost cried. Like
Really?
2 separate times, I almost cried.
That seems to be the popular opinion. Is everybody almost cried.
I was really close.
Did you laugh any
Oh yeah, it was great. I
Especially
loved
when
it.
you kicked that box.
when I kicked the chest
When you
open?
kicked-
Yep.
Funniest
that
part
hurt?
of the
No, it didn't.
It didn't? Are you sure?
I probably should have tried harder. I'm trying hard.
play. I know. You get a sticker.
Thank
I
you.
really thought that box was gonna break when Wendy was like
Yeah.
beating on it.
Every time you kick it, I hear a little crunch, and I think it's gonna break.
It's just weakening every single kick.
The stamina's going down on it quickly. Yes.
Its health bar is going. Its health is dropping.
A lot of scenes were actually cut from the play because of time.
Yeah, I heard
issues.
about that.
All the good parts, the really
Yeah.
good parts.
There's,
Yeah, I was kind of lost at the end. Isabel had to tell me afterward that it was like she found color, and that's
Oh,
why
yeah.
the box was in color.
Mhm.
But-
Yeah, because she said black and whites.
Or her only.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Colors are beautiful." And that kind of
Colors
became
are
an
beautiful.
inside joke in the play.
Yeah,
as
we
well.
have many inside jokes.
Yes, and William H. I there was a line where it was like, "What's that on your face?" I was supposed to have chocolate pudding,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't have it. I didn't bring it. She was like, "Have you been eating dirt?" And I said, "Only William H. eats dirt." But the scene with William H. was taken out of the.
Oh, was that supposed to be an actual character?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And guess who was William H? Me.
This guy.
You?
I was supposed to be
You're
William
supposed to be
H.
both?
I was supposed to be like 3 or 4 characters.
Oh, okay.
But Cooper took one of my characters, so I would have less. And then the scene with William H. got cut.
Bro was multi-acting.
I was. It was stressful.
But like all of the kids were back there, because they were like 12 and they were like 7.
Mm-hmm. What?
Wait, is
Sorry, I
that
zoomed
not
out.
true? Is that not true?
Wait.
Wait, say it again? Sorry.
Like
I was
the
kind of confused.
the kids characters, like the kids in
Okay.
the class,
Mhm.
they like switching back from like 12 to like younger kids.
Oh,
like 7.
yeah. Okay. I
Okay.
thought you meant
Oh,
like 12 kids to 7 kids.
No, no,
I was
no.
I was like, there was
Whoa.
the same amount the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I brought that up because the scene where I first walk out, and this probably sounds really weird for the viewers and or audio listeners who haven't seen the play. My first scene where I came out and I was the only one, I was like, wouldn't it make more sense for them to come back out so I'm not alone during recess? But she was like, nah.
You're just alone on the playground.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then the
You're
next
only
time they
child.
came out and were playing airplanes.
Oh yeah, airplanes. That looked fun.
That was so funny. Yes, we had so much fun with that.
Everybody. That was another inside joke, I think. But whenever we were performing it for the school, everybody was like, airplanes.
Airplanes.
And then I was like, why is everybody being so dull with it? And so I screamed, airplane! At the top of my lungs. Did you hear?
That was hilarious.
That was funny.
I thought that it was so good. Props to y'all. Applause.
Thank you.
I wish the best for the other schools, though.
Who
Me
all was
too.
there? Who all competed?
Centerville,
Centerville, Leon,
Latexo.
Latexo.
and Grofton.
Grofton.
Centerville,
And then
Leon,
us.
Latexo, Grofton, us.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Moving on, we now have new 2024-2025 cheerleaders. Tryouts were March 8th, and yeah, so we've had new cheerleaders for like a couple weeks now, and there's a lot of them.
Is there like a
Cheerleaders
list
not.
online?
Yes. Okay, so all of the cheerleaders from last year, excluding just a few, are on the team again, and a couple of upcoming freshmen are.
Well, that's
Nice.
great.
Yeah.
I think I heard something about that around school.
Oh yeah, I did too.
They had a sign-up sheet. I looked at it a couple times.
Did you sign up?
No, but I did see a couple guys. that
Isabel,
were
are you
signing up.
cheering?
Did you win?
Did you win?
Did you win?
Win.
Are you winning this one? Isabel's
Isabel's
gonna.
Hey, it's always been a mystery. So
Yeah.
Isabel, you're my.
hey, shh. It's supposed to be a
Stop,
secret.
stop.
Supposed to be a secret.
Huh?
It's an FBI top secret.
This is, yeah.
Wait, we're not supposed to know.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
always
like, that's
that's
supposed
you're
to
always
be a
supposed to
secret.
like figure it out. Who's the
Oh, we
Yeah.
can just bleep all of that out.
I'll keep the conversation
Uh-huh.
in, but I will purposely bleep it.
It's gonna be you.
I wanted
I didn't drop names.
hush hush? No,
I
I'm just
wanted
kidding.
to apply to,
Uh-huh.
but I didn't want to take it away from Isabel. Moving
Just
on.
see it playing.
Snare drum.
Just with the little bitty arms. Just-
Ha ha.
I feel bad for Cohen. We're just like dogging on Cohen right
no,
now.
it's the
Goo-
has the little bitty
I know,
arms.
but I can't imagine seeing Cohen just.
Like a T-Rex.
Isabel went to state powerlifting last week during spring break, and she placed 11th out of 45. And staying on that, Jesse and Justin Ellington are both going to their state powerlifting meet on the 23rd, so this Saturday. I guess we'll update how that goes next time.
Amazing.
Other exciting news, there's a solar eclipse coming
Really?
I heard
in
about
2
this.
weeks.
I thought it would be like a month.
It's on
I
the
thought it was a
8th.
month
I don't
away
know
or
if that's 2 weeks, but
You want to know the exact time?
something. Yes.
17 days, 16 hours, 48 minutes, and 39 seconds.
And counting.
okay, so
And
a little
counting.
over
It's gonna be
Yes,
like
now it's at
approximately
35
like
seconds.
2.5,
five,
give or take.
6. It's going to be approximately 6 days earlier whenever this comes out. So about 11 days away.
We can say 2 weeks for that, give or take.
Yeah. Definitely take.
We've got a lot of places that are in totality too, which means that it's going to get completely dark at some point. And some of the states are going to be Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont,
crazy.
New Hampshire, and Maine.
Oh, wow.
And those are all going to
Wow.
have totality in different spots across the state.
How much
Okay.
of the solar eclipse will we be able to see here?
I don't think we're
Yeah,
going to
we
have
won't
to.
get total blackness, but
Dallas-
it'll completely cover it.
Dallas
'Cause-
will have totality for 3 minutes.
Wow.
3 whole
Wow.
minutes?
3 whole minutes.
That's a lot of minutes.
That is a lot of minutes. Fort Worth, Austin, Uvalde, Eagle Pass. These are all just places in Texas that are going to have totality. There's a couple more, too. Anybody who lives in Labrador, Canada,
yep.
is going to have
Labrador.
totality for a little bit.
I
Nice.
don't so live in
The
Labrador.
longest amount of time
course you
that
don't.
someone's going to have totality for is going to be like 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay.
And that's
a lot of
in
seconds.
Durango.
Durango, Colorado?
Have you been to Durango, Colorado?
I have actually.
Really?
Really?
Yes,
What is-
it's very nice. I
it-
don't really remember it, but it was very nice.
How long ago was it?
Couple years.
Oh,
Now.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Is it the one in Colorado?
I have no clue. Look, okay.
How often do you think about Durango, Colorado?
It says
Is it your Roman Empire?
Hold on.
Nazas,
I really
Nazas Durango.
Nazas Durango.
I think
this
you made
has
that
to be
up.
outside of.
It's got to be a country.
This
Hold
can't be in the
on.
United States.
I've never
Hold
heard of
on.
Durango before.
Oh wait, hold on. It's Durango, Mexico. I think.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure
Okay,
it's in
that makes
Mexico.
sense. Do you know what time, like what hour?
Well, if we want to calculate it real quick, 17 days and 16 hours.
No, what time of
does it
day?
happen?
It changes. Like in Mexico, it'll be hitting around like 12:30, and then that's when it's gonna start hitting United States. Like in the bottom of Texas, at about 12:30 p.m., it will be hitting the bottom parts of Texas.
Guiding back to
Yes,
list.
there is.
stuff on the list. Is there
Okay,
anything else?
Isabel, I have a question. You just put district in track.
Hold on, I got this one. Here, I got this one. So softball, baseball, and track are all going to district.
Oh,
Are all
okay, so
in
there's
district,
in
I guess.
district.
Nice.
Amazing.
Yes, the district is in track. This just says new schedule. I guess there's a new
Oh,
schedule
Oh yeah,
out
I
already.
think there is.
Let me look it up. I can actually. On my
Go on,
handy
you got
dandy.
this one.
Look at you, fancy.
Haley, are you doing FFA this year?
I am.
What competition you in?
I'm in land judging right now. Currently, we're in CDEs.
Okay.
And actually, I just forgot what it's called. We have a competition at Sam Houston coming up,
Okay.
so that's exciting.
There's,
We're
I
going
know
to
there's,
that too.
there's
Crazy
one in
that way.
at SFA and at
why it's
Texas
easier
A&M,
just to hold it.
which has got
Yes.
a big one.
Yes.
And me and Steven do farm business management.
Yep.
Lots of numbers.
So we're going to SFA for sure.
Since we're talking about Steven got #1 high score at solo and ensemble.
Thank you. So did 4 other people.
What?
Gage and Joey also competed with Braden
This is
Barone.
not going
Oh, I
down.
thought you meant they all got high score.
They all did.
Do you actually? Just
Except for
check
the
that out?
ones.
Oh,
Because they wouldn't be upset if we said they got a 1.
yeah.
It'd be so cool if we could all hold him.
That would be cool.
There's going to be a lot
Do
of
we all need to
background
do
noise.
that?
I think we should.
How do you do that?
I mean, okay. Back to
That's right.
news.
Yes.
I feel like I am obligated to mention that Tuesday this week, baseball and softball both won games. Woo! Okay, so
I watched a little
during
bit
the
of that.
softball game, right? It was very close the whole time. We were playing Leon, and we were pretty evenly matched the whole time. Like, it was going back and forth between who was winning. In the third inning, right, it is like 5-0 at this point. We're down. We didn't have a good start.
Aw.
But
Womp
then,
womp.
then I come up to bat, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I come up to bat in the
Oh, yeah.
third
Cranked
inning.
it out of the park.
And I ripped one.
Are
It
you
went
serious?
straight down the third base line,
Didn't
straight
Vanessa-
over the left fielder.
Home run.
Didn't
Not
Vanessa...
quite. After that, everybody was hitting. It was
Basically a
amazing.
home run.
All it
You really
takes,
got
It was
your
like a-
team
it was
locked
like
all
a
in.
it
double.
takes is one good piece of motivation, and then
Exactly.
everyone's just ready to
Exactly.
go.
But not to brag, guys. It was the bottom of the 7th inning, right? So the last inning, we were down 12-13.
Oh,
And I was up to bat. There were 2 outs, 2 runners on. We needed 1 point to tie the game, 2 points to win. I ripped another one. I think it went in between second and shortstop, and I won the game for us.
that's worth it. Was that the final
Basically-
score? 14-13?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Basically, that story reminds me of a very inspirational quote from usatoday.com. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are.
Yes, it
What?
does. Absolutely, that is.
Amazing.
That's
Absolutely
what it, that's how it
remotely
makes me
related
feel.
to that.
That's what I was like, what? Thank you for your short.
We love that. Okay.
Yeah, that quote really
gave me some insights. Or
about
Yeah,
the
it
story,
really-
you know, it just made me think of that. I don't
Really
know.
touched
You were
my
asking
heart.
about my favorite quote.
Have you thought about
dude.
one?
That was the quote.
Oh, that was it?
nice.
That was lovely.
Yeah.
Nice.
Steven, you weren't on for that episode. Do you have a favorite quote?
How about I get back to you?
I actually do have a favorite quote. And it's probably going to be my senior quote. It's by Dr. Dre. It's never let me slip. Because if I slip, then I'm slipping.
That's hilarious.
I love that. That is very, very inspirational.
And if you slip in, you're also tripping.
No.
Aww.
No.
There's,
We're
that's
not-
a
we're not.
very distinguished difference.
There's a very big difference, Steven.
I'm sorry.
So the new school year is vastly coming up very quickly, and we have a new schedule, and it looks like the new calendar is kind of similar to the one that we have this year. For anybody wondering, we will still have fall break, and we will still have Thanksgiving break, and then Christmas break is 2 weeks long. We have a spring break in March, so we start on the 8th of August. But after the month of August, we will get every Friday off.
Wait, we don't have Fridays off in August?
No, but after that, it looks like just about every Friday we will get off, even
that's
during
nice.
testing.
Are they still doing the, like, if we get Monday off, we don't get that Friday off?
I only see that once in April and once in January.
So that's not bad.
But yeah, that's about it for the new schedule. We also get out on the 30th, it looks like. Today's episode of the Coffee Talk podcast is sponsored by Wilson Culverts Incorporated. What do they do, you might ask? Great question. They manufacture corrugated metal culverts. All of their products meet the Texas Department of Transportation specs. Their culverts are also made out of 100% USA steel. And little fun fact, they've been in business for more than 40 years. And I don't know about y'all, but that right there is telling me that they are a very trustworthy brand if they've been in business for that many years. They also offer a wide variety of different products to go with their culverts. They make beveled ends, bands, elbows, tees, and pretty much anything you can think of, really. They also offer custom fabrication work for many different applications. Also, they offer shipping. They have 18-wheelers for big loads and 1-ton trucks for hard-to-get locations. They offer galvanized, poly-coated, and aluminum material. If you have any questions about any of their products or anything that I mentioned just now, you can either email them at wilsonculverts@hotmail.com or you can call them at 903-764-5606. Thank you so much, Wilson Culverts, for sponsoring today's video, and we are back to your regular programming. So we're going to be a little bit late to this topic, but we do have a story that we need to cover. And Jackson has an article about it, yes. I've been purposely holding this. Y'all have probably actually heard about it. I don't know how much y'all know about it.
Yeah, I'm sure you have.
But I want to talk about it on the podcast because, you know, this is our kind of...
This is a very loaded one.
Yes.
Oh,
Really?
is it juicy?
It's
It's
very...
the Willy Wonka
It's spicy.
chocolate experience.
Have y'all heard about
You may
this?
not have
No,
heard about
I
this.
have
Let
not.
me,
Have y'all not heard about this?
I
Willy
have not.
Wonka
Wow.
chocolate
The Willy
experience?
Wonka experience.
No.
The disaster.
Do you get to meet Timothy
Disaster?
Chalamet?
No.
no, it
Disaster?
was. It
Yes.
was
What?
bad.
It was terrible.
When was it?
Whoa.
Okay.
First
This
off,
was like
let's
recently
just,
in
let's
Scotland.
just start this off with the first
Scotland?
thing in
Yes.
this
Yeah,
article,
yeah, yeah. Okay.
saying that it was an unlicensed event.
So it was doomed from the start.
So yeah,
it
that
was doomed
was.
from the start. It was based on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I didn't know the
And
Scots were big
It
Charlie
was
fans.
promoted as an immersive and interactive family experience. Family, mind you, families. Okay, this turned out to be more like a horror experience.
it
my
was
gosh.
definitely
It
a
was
horror film.
bad.
So they started off the promotion using AI photos.
Oh.
So
my
like
gosh.
That's
when they were like
wonderful.
publishing it online and stuff, like come to this event, they posted AI photos.
So they didn't even
Of
want to
the
take
experience.
pictures? Do
Yeah.
you have them?
These look to be just the event.
Did that just say the House of Illuminati?
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah. So they promoted it with AI.
Yeah, but it ended up actually being like it was a warehouse. First of all,
Oh.
that's creepy.
That
to bring
is
people to a
creepy. That's
warehouse,
creepy.
right? And it was sparsely decorated. When I say sparsely, like imagine like a small sheet of wallpaper on different walls around the warehouse.
And it's not even like
Oh.
it's not even professional like wallpaper. It's like Christmas wrapping.
Like-
Oh
So
my
the
God.
I
Scots
could literally
aren't
go
very
to the
good
store
at
and
interior
buy it
design.
right.
I could probably make something nicer. It's just getting stuff from Hobby Lobby.
I mean, that is an experience.
Look at
thing
that!
is-
so empty.
Bro.
After people saw this, the police were called.
Oh my
Please?
goodness.
I mean, think
'Cause
about
so
it.
many
To
people
shut it
You
down?
walk
want
into a
refunds.
warehouse, right? And it's supposed to be the Wonka experience.
That's a little
Walk
bit
in
sketchy.
And it looks like that. You know how sketchy that
Yes.
is? Walk
Very
into
sketchy.
that. You know the Oompa Loompas, right?
Yep.
They're really small. They're kind of like they're kind of like fun little people. It looks like literal horror film characters. Like they
Did
were
they get actual
creeping out
people?
from
No, there was
behind
only like
mirrors.
one or two Oompa Loompas.
And then
Were they
Oompa-
orange?
Yeah, I'm looking for a photo. Here it is. That's the Oompa Loompa.
Oh my goodness.
Look at
Oompa
it.
Loompa?
See,
It
there,
looks
you
like
see how scary they are?
very
They
simple.
called the Oompa Loompas in the script, they were called Wonkadoodles.
Probably because it was unlicensed. She looks like she's out of Wednesday.
Yes.
Yes. Why do they have fog running? There's not even like a chocolate
Why
river.
are they making it scary?
I don't know if they were trying to make it scary, but this is the photo that started it all. She does not look happy to be
scary.
there.
Oh my gosh.
But one of the actors who played one of the Oompa Loompas,
Uh huh.
the job offer was posted on Indeed.com. And they were, I think it's 500 pounds maybe. I don't think it's 500 like US dollars, but 500 pounds for 2 days of work.
Only
So they're getting like
that's extremely
they're getting,
underpaid.
like, super low pay
Yeah.
to go and act like Oompa Loompas and then scare little children.
wonder
when
she was so
they have
upset.
a look, right?
Also, the guy that played Willy Wonka, he was like, I should have been an Oompa Loompa because, like, I'm sure I don't have the charisma of Willy Wonka.
He was found on Indeed.
Indeed. So, yeah, he was like, this whole experience was sketchy from the start. And the script that him and the Willy Wonkas and all the characters involved had to memorize, it was a 15-page AI-generated script.
They didn't even write it themselves?
They didn't even write it
Oh my
themselves.
goodness.
And the creator, I forget what the creator's name is, but he has, I guess, a brand or like a production company called the House of Illuminati.
Oh, so that's what that came
That's what it's called, the House
Okay.
of Illuminati. Billy Cole, and his firm is called the House of Illuminati, was responsible for the attraction of the Willy Wonka chocolate experience. Basically only used AI. And apparently, the person that made the Willy Wonka experience made like 15 books on Amazon, and those are all AI generated as well.
from. Oh, so he's just artificially
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
artificially
He's a
making
robot.
money.
He is probably
He is the next Zuck.
Customers described the venue as little more than abandoned, empty warehouse.
Oh my goodness.
And then, with set dressings, including a small bouncy castle, AI-generated backdrop images pinned to some of the walls, and props which were strewn out about on bare concrete floors. And the windows were dirty, and air conditioning systems were exposed. The unknown.
Oh, the unknown
It's
too.
like super creepy, and it was someone in a silver mask and a
Oh, was that the
black
picture you
That
held
was the
up?
picture.
Oh my
And
yeah.
goodness.
it's someone creeping out from like behind a mirror.
Yeah, that looked terrifying.
Here's the description of the unknown. The unknown is an evil chocolate maker that lives in the walls of Willy's factory. His
gosh.
ultimate goal is to steal Willy McDuff's anti-graffiti gobstopper.
This was
That sounds artificially
that
made.
does sound like completely.
Also,
this was the dark
I
side
think-
that I did not learn about.
Yeah.
How much
That
did
was-
customers pay to enter?
It was $40 per person.
for that.
for that.
Yes.
To
So
be
he was
scared?
just
You
scamming
literally-
people.
It says that the employees were told to give each kid 2 jelly beans and a quarter of a cup of
Lemonade. Not even
And
a
then the
handful of jelly beans.
Two
ran
single-
out.
Two
They ran out of
jelly
jelly
beans.
beans like halfway
Oh
through.
my goodness.
And they were only giving out two?
Two.
I'm looking up Billy Cole right
He
now.
was told he would be given a 15-minute break every 45 minutes. Sounds pretty reasonable, right?
Yeah.
He played Willy McDuff, which I think is like Willy Wonka,
Willy Wonka.
for 3.5 hours without a break.
Oh my gosh.
Poor guy.
And he's sitting here talking to scared children for 3.5 hours.
What did his costume look like?
I think he was just wearing like the purple, like Willy Wonka
Did he have the
outfit.
cane?
I think he did, but he had like a beard. Like he had a small, not like beard, like
It
a
was
full grown
grunge
beard. It was like a
Wonka.
small, like
Trim.
scruffy little
Yeah.
beard. And Willy Wonka like does not have that at all.
No, he's like known for being clean shaven.
Yeah, like that's what just has his character. I just don't get how they can do this. How is this even legal?
He was just trying to scam people
wasn't.
out of their money.
Yeah, I know.
They
it was
didn't
not
get
a
permits
licensed
or
event.
anything.
It was definitely illegal.
Okay, so Bill Cole, the author, he wrote he did not write a couple of
Those
books.
look fake.
He didn't write books, but a couple of his books, one of his is called The Threads of Enigma. And the description about this is a captivating novel that seamlessly weaves together the realms of art, history, and mystery.
The front covers look AI
Oh,
generated.
God.
Yeah, the covers definitely look
Actually,
AI-generated.
it was $45 per person.
Oh my
Ooh.
goodness.
And that's equivalent to 35 pounds.
That doesn't make it any better.
No, it doesn't. It makes it worse, if
exactly.
anything.
Did they even have chocolate?
No,
Oh.
they
It
didn't
was
even have
jelly
chocolate.
beans.
They didn't even have chocolate.
Who gives jelly beans at a chocolate experience?
Another one of his books is The Biohazard Protocol, and the description is, in a world on the brink of technological revolution, Dr. Emily Reed, a brilliant and compassionate scientist, makes a groundbreaking discovery that has the potential to transform society for the better. Another one, The Quantum Paradox. It follows the journey of Dr. Amelia, a brilliant physicist, who stumbles upon a groundbreaking discovery, the quantum paradox, a source of boundless energy with dark implications.
This
So
sounds
these
like
are copy
every
and paste
other
of each
book
other,
or
but
movie
just
ever made.
change
in different words.
Yeah.
These sound like amazing novels if they weren't.
Completely
Computer
artificially
generated.
And then I'll do one more here. This one looks interesting. The Hidden Bible.
Bibile.
Bibile?
Bibile.
Bibile. The hidden Bibile.
Bibile.
In the hidden Bibile. Oh,
Bibble.
no, wait. It's a spell error.
It's typoed.
They literally. It's a typo. It's
It's literally
supposed
a
to be
typo.
Bible. Okay.
No
in the
way.
hidden Bible, in the hidden Bibile, a captivating tale.
Bibble.
They're all captivating tales of mystery and discovery unfolds as Emily. We already
Hold
have
on.
a character
Was she
named Emily,
brilliant?
a curious and determined protagonist,
Close enough.
stumbles upon a forgotten manuscript that holds the key to unlocking ancient secrets.
So they're all discovering something, basically.
Yes.
The mysterious Bibile.
And I guarantee you they're all the same character, just with a different name.
Exactly. Yeah. Emily was literally a character in 2 of his books. Wait, I have
He's
chat.
very original.
I have ChatGPT on my phone. I bet I could write a story right now. ChatGPT.
I bet you could.
While you're doing
You're going to
that,
be a published author by the time we're done.
while you're doing that,
Continue.
the day before the event, the actors attended a dress rehearsal at the sparsely decorated venue. So
Yeah.
they probably think, this isn't all they're decorated. And they're gonna, get it better. They were told that others would be working through the night on the production. And when
That
they
didn't happen, did
returned on
they?
the day of the event, the venue was in the same condition.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And then Patterson, she's one of the Oompa Loompas,
One of the Wonka
was given her
noodles.
costume an hour before the event opened, and saying that we were just handed an Amazon box that probably arrived that morning. So,
She was probably this
Bro.
really
so
sad
they bought
looking
these
one.
scary looking Oompa Loompa costumes off Amazon.
From
Okay,
rich
let's say
people.
one of us were gonna make like a high dollar film, right?
Yep.
Then we go on Temu and buy our costumes.
Bro.
No one's gonna want to watch that.
Go on Sheen.
I was just about to say.
So I just got ChatGPT. The prompt I said, write me a novel idea in the style of Billy Cool. It's called Whispers of the Wind, and it is about Jacob Finch, who finds an ancient book revealing the world of magic tied to his town's fate. With allies, he sets out to fulfill a prophecy to save Willow Grove from darkness, learning about courage and friendship. Ultimately, Jacob discovers the power within every dreamer to change the world, guided by destiny's whispers in the wind.
What's sad is
See,
that's
even
the
he's still
problem. That's like the
discovering
plot
something.
of every single one of that person's books.
Of Billy
Just
Cole's.
copy and pasted.
So Billy Cole, the director of the House of Illuminati, who organized and put on the Willy Wonka inspired event, he said, and I quote, "My life is ruined. I've lost my friends. I've lost the love of my life. I was made out to be the face of evil, and genuinely that's not the case."
Is that because you
What
scared
is
them all
that?
away?
Dude, you literally were scaring
you were
children.
scaring-
Yes, you are evil. What are you
probably-
talking about? Maybe you weren't
this is a
intending
sign
to.
that
Yeah.
AI is evil. I think I cracked the code. This is making sense now, right?
Okay.
So here's just my theory, okay? Because you apparently don't remember it.
I don't.
You went to France to then travel to Scotland,
Okay.
and then you had to stop the experience.
I'm the cop?
You're
Well, you
the
were
one that
with-
busted them.
You were associated with them.
Oh, I was the unknown.
Because the unknown was poisoning the shot of
No.
lemonade.
and
Way.
making all of the children forget it.
And the jelly beans, yes. SOULSHINE Brew and Bakery is a longtime sponsor of the Coffee Talk podcast. And I know it's Dunkin' Donuts thing to say America runs on Dunkin', but honestly, America runs on coffee. Think about it. Literally every morning when you wake up, you say, "Don't talk to me unless I've had my morning coffee." All better. There's actually nothing in this coffee. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at is SOULSHINE makes amazing coffees and they never disappoint. You can have any flavor ranging from mocha, caramel, white chocolate, green apple and peach mango, coffee, frappuccino, I don't know. They can literally make any kind of flavor, and not just with coffee either. They also do snow cones as well as lemonades and teas, and you can mix any flavor that they have up there with those drinks. And personally for me, anytime I go up there, I like to choose a different item off of their menu because they literally have an infinite amount of different drinks you can get. Just the other day, I got a birthday cake lemonade, and it's one of my new favorite drinks of all time. But aside from the drinks, they also do all sorts of baked goods. They have cookies, cakes, cupcakes, and those delicious desserts are great for birthday parties or local events, really anything. All you have to do is call them and ask at 903-922-4162. Or if you just want to stop by and say hello, maybe get a coffee or a tea or maybe place an order for some baked goods, you can go to their little shop located at 120 East Chestnut Street, Grapeland, Texas. Again, if you have any questions, you can call them, you can go up to their shop, you can email them, their email is going to be in the description of the video. Everything that I mentioned is usually in the description. Or you can just say hello on their Facebook page. Send them a little personalized message. Anyways, thank you SOULSHINE for sponsoring this episode, just like most of the other ones. And we are back to your regular programming. Also, any other companies wanting to sponsor an episode, you can email us. Our email is also in the description.
Is there any other like event or like big stories that's happened recently? That's the only one I can think.
Did
of.
they uncover anything else in the Miami Mall?
No, I haven't
No.
heard anything else about that since it
That was a
happened.
couple months ago.
There's a couple wars going on right now.
There
right?
are, yeah.
Like big wars. Anything we
Actually-
can say about those?
Yeah.
Steven, you might know some of this.
Yeah,
You're-
Steven, you probably
you
have
know
good
some of this
input
stuff.
on these.
Well, obviously we have the Ukraine war going on right now. Then we have Israel and Hamas.
That one's,
That one.
That one's pretty bad, yeah.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
Got a humanitarian crisis going on down there. It's unfortunate.
Big words, Steven.
Yeah,
I mean, that's correct terminology.
it's unfortunate. It really is. I know I heard somewhere there's a lot of gang violence in Haiti.
Oh, I've heard about that. With
It's in
the
the-
drug
it's in the
lord
Car-
barbecue.
Yeah.
The wildfires.
They're having like a whole civil
I know
war
this
in
was a
Haiti right
long
now.
time ago,
Yeah.
but the wildfires in Hawaii.
I
yeah,
think
that's-
I heard
that's been a while
it.
ago
Yes,
now.
yes.
Those were bad. Like it's
Yeah, those are terrible.
You know, it's
wiped
actually-
out most
they
of the
have,
islands.
it was most of that island. I don't remember which island was it. Do you know?
I can't remember.
I've actually been to Hawaii, so they also have eruptions. That's a common.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like because I remember we were driving down a highway, and like you look over the landscape and it's just rock everywhere.
I mean that makes sense. It's
From
a
where- yeah.
volcanic island.
Yeah, from where it's yeah.
I mean, they're all
but it's-
volcanoes. That's literally what those islands are.
Yeah.
Have y'all heard about Pompeii?
I
Oh,
have heard
that's fairly
about
recent.
Pompeii.
Wait,
That's fairly
you know,
recent.
it was a big tragedy.
It really
and
was.
It
Very
was,
recent
yep.
news too.
Yes.
very
Some
recent.
of the hottest.
Yes,
trends.
like yesterday.
I don't.
Really?
miss that?
I'm clueless
Maybe I
on what
did.
y'all are talking about. Can someone like?
Pompeii.
Yeah. Can someone? Keep
Oh
me
my
in
gosh,
here?
you didn't
I
hear
don't
about
read
it?
the news.
Bro, it was like
alright?
yesterday.
it was
It was like the
literally other
biggest
day.
story yesterday.
Yesterday.
Like it
Are
happened
you being serious?
yesterday.
Like you actually don't know what Pompeii is?
Yes, I don't.
like Pompeii, like the volcano Pompeii,
Like you don't know.
like the town that got destroyed by the volcano.
I mean, we're gonna play along.
Oh yeah.
regardless.
Oh, I know now. Yeah. I
Yeah.
Are you
remember.
being
I
serious?
remember.
Are you being serious?
Yes, I'm actually being serious. I don't read the news. I'm sheltered away in my little home.
There's this huge volcano in Pompeii, Italy,
Yeah.
and there's a little town on the like around surrounding the volcano down on the island, right? And this volcano was huge, like devastatingly huge, and it erupted yesterday, and it wiped out the town completely.
Literally, like, all of them
I
died.
don't see anything until
Oh my gosh.
I don't see anything
So-
until a few days later because YouTube's a little bit slow sometimes.
It says around 2,000 people died in like one day, but the entire death
Like-
toll could have been around 16,000 people.
Yeah, and they all died relatively simultaneously.
Yeah.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
Just like
Because of how quick it happened.
Have you actually
Dude.
never heard about?
Are you being serious?
Okay,
Did
can
it
we tell
not
them?
happen? It
Can we-
happened
can we-
yesterday, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
No, it
yesterday.
did. It happened
Okay.
literally yesterday.
Yeah. YouTube Shorts is like 2 weeks behind most of the time. I won't see this for a long time.
Be watching. It's
Yes,
going
be
to
ready.
come up on
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
shorts.
They're like turning it into a whole meme. It's hilarious.
A meme that
I'm
It's-
pretty
people
sure
die.
they're already
It's
talking about trying to get
terrible.
into
The
a
internet
movie.
is so
Oh my goodness.
horrible.
I
People
know.
die and
Yes.
people are just like, oh, this is
Hilarious.
It's gonna be a movie. Absolutely, it's going to be.
They have to make it out of a movie. Speaking of things that have to be a movie, have you heard about Who the Heck is My Husband?
I don't think so.
Okay, so
Well,
Who the
maybe.
Heck is My Husband? I can't say the actual terminology for it. Heck is a substitute word for another word.
Yeah.
Looking
But-
at this up on the school Chromebook.
Oh, I kind of did, yeah. I didn't
Were
even
you
think
gonna
about it. It's fine. No, it
Well,
should
it's
be
not
fine.
saying the word. It's
Yeah.
just it's
Flagged
abbreviated.
now.
Okay, yeah, it's an abbreviation. But essentially, it's a story, and I'm just going to summarize it. But it's a 50-part
Goodness.
TikTok series.
Oh, it's a TikTok series.
Yes, and
no.
each episode is 10 minutes long. So you can do the math for how long it is.
Yep.
But essentially, it is about this girl named Risa Tessa, and she talks about like her husband and like the story of what happened to her husband and how she learned that everything she thought she knew about her husband was not true.
Oh, okay.
And she like goes into detail like every little thing, and it's 50 parts.
Okay, I was completely wrong with my assumption. I thought this was gonna be like an MTV show.
No.
I did, yes.
So, okay, it starts with her I want to say meeting him online, right? They met online and they were talking for a while, and then they were eventually like, okay, we're gonna go on a date. So she got in her car and she was driving to the place that they were gonna meet up, and then she gets a flat tire. She's on the side of the road. She calls him or messages him or whatever, and she's like, hey, I won't be able to show up because I have a flat tire. And so he's like, oh, I'll just come down there and I'll help you with your tire, right? So he drives down there, puts the spare tire on, and then instead of going out to eat, he helps her like get a new tire, like goes to like Auto Zone or wherever, or like Auto Parts or something, and gets a new tire, and he pays for it instead of her. And then I want to say that he still took her out to eat. So he was like checking off all the mental boxes, right, in her
Nice
mind.
guy.
Okay.
So it was like
And-
all green flags from the start.
Yeah, it was all green flags. This was right before COVID, by the way.
Okay.
She and him, they start dating for a while.
Okay, I'm gonna make a guess. Does he turn out to be some sort of like psychopath?
Dude,
No.
I was literally
Okay.
just about to say, does he turn out to
Well,
be a cereal
it's
box?
different.
No,
I'm
bro-
gonna say cereal
bro-
box instead of what I want
Bro,
to say.
bro just does his research before the date.
Let's just say cereal something. I'm not gonna say the last part.
Cereal
man.
box. No, he's not a
Cereal
cereal
box.
box. He was apparently really wealthy. He worked for a very good company, and he eventually became like the COO or like some producer or something a big fancy title for it. And he was like, we can just move in together because COVID started. So they eventually move in together. It's great. And he starts looking for a house, and the property range for the house was, I think, like $300,000 to like $900,000,
Okay.
Wow.
which is a huge gap.
So he's rich.
Well, so they're looking for houses, and it's a very stressful thing to go through.
Yeah.
So they look through all these houses, and I think they go through about 30, and each deal keeps falling through that they want to do.
Aw.
And eventually, one house that I think the guy said was like it might actually work. He was like it. I forget if it was he said that the offer closed, and then she looked it up, and it turned out to actually stay open, or if it had closed and he said it was still open, and he was just like delaying purchasing the house.
He sounds more psychotic by the minute.
Yeah. I'm trying to summarize this as concisely as possible. And then the same thing happened with cars. Like after his promotion, he's like, I can get in cars for my company. I'll get you a car as well. He was like also on hour-long phone calls every day. But
That's
it seemed
suspicious.
he said it was for his work, right? And she believed him. So eventually she starts getting suspicious of all this.
Rightfully.
So she like starts going through his contacts and stuff, and
Okay, that's
contacts one of his exes, and the ex was being very vague about it. But it was like everything you know about him is not true. He doesn't work for this company. All the calls that he was making, he wasn't even calling anybody.
He was just talking to
He was
nothing.
just talking to himself for hours to make himself seem like he had.
He's just getting
bro,
in heated
so he's
arguments
just
with
broke,
nothing.
is what we're
Bro's,
saying here,
bro's
right?
the master of deception.
Their rental lease was starting to expire, so they needed to start looking for a new house. Eventually, she kicks him out of the house that they were staying at, and like he was homeless. He didn't have like any money.
So
No
much
wonder.
for those
Oh,
contacts.
also-
Surprise, surprise.
Anytime she would ask him about something like why are you being kind of suspicious, like a couple days later he'd act like one of his family members had died, like his uncle
Family
How many
members. does
times
he
did he
have?
do
or his
this?
grandpa.
This
It was
is
like
like-
3 or 4 times. It wasn't like
R.I.P.
a
his
hundred.
family members.
Still, that's a lot of people to die in a short
Yeah,
time.
and it was all by COVID because it was around.
Oh my
COVID.
god! Yeah, I remember.
dude,
I
it's
forgot
like-
about that.
Master
She contacted
manipulator.
his mom, and it turns
Got
out
the
that
mother involved.
some of them didn't even die.
Your mother.
And then other members did die, but they didn't die in the way that he said they died, or when it was like years ago.
So he was just bringing up
Yeah.
and just lying about it?
Yeah.
So he was just a pathological liar.
Yeah.
Wait, did he actually buy the car?
I don't think so. He might have, but there was a whole thing where like he was so depressed he was only urinating in soda bottles
That's
instead of going to
Oh
the
my goodness.
bathroom
That's disgusting.
because he was bedridden apparently.
Bro.
So whenever they eventually went to sign the divorce papers, they had to meet again. And yeah, he was living in his car. He
Maybe
was working
get
as
an
a
actual
forklift
job.
operator, not a regional manager. Oh, it was Apple. He said he was working for Apple, and he was the regional manager for Apple.
Wow.
And he was not.
That's
Well, that's
sad, man.
unfortunate.
No. And it turns out he also had a criminal history.
Oh my goodness.
of course
Arrested
so.
for trespassing.
It just keeps getting deeper.
a suspended license and registration,
Is this
and
a
even
movie?
impersonating an officer. I don't
Oh my
remember that.
gosh.
And there wasn't a
Lying,
warrant for his arrest.
Whoa.
There was a
When?
warrant. I guess they did get a house because it says she moved houses before he was released from prison at the end of 2021.
Prison?
So I guess he went to prison after this whole thing happened.
That changes everything.
Yeah, he went to prison.
I'm surprised he didn't go to prison for committing fraud.
For
Because bro's
impersonating
lying.
a police officer.
Because bro's lying to everybody.
It was crazy. I recommend y'all look up the story. This has been a lot of fun, guys.
Thank
But
you.
It's time to wrap up the episode.
We will see you next time.
Hold on.
Jackson.
Thank you for tuning in to Coffee Talk.